Palm Mute Maniac here, and yesterday we played some Neria. I have that video up. It's actually uploading to YouTube as we speak. So, it was fun. I don't particularly think it's the strongest Strife build, though I do see people playing it. Like if I go into Battlefield and we go into not rank reward, sorry, ranking, you can sort of poke through some of these. That's just not the right one. Let's go to season. So occasionally you'll see Aramis is here. Aramis is definitely going to be like the top 3. Occasionally I'll see a Neria. Aramis, who would have thought? Top 4 is Aramis, top 5 is Aramis. What are you doing? Aramis? Interesting. So Ivy is, because of Aramis's debuff, Ivy is just as good as Aramis, essentially. So this is essentially this. It's the same thing. It's the same strategy. Aramis and Aramis and Ian. Okay, so the meta is 90% Aramis, 1% Ian. So let's go to the rest of the dudes. This is the top 100. I don't even think I'm in the top 100. Yeah, I'm fucking around. I'm playing too much meta. I'm playing too much janky stuff. But let's go to 11. 11 is Mel, so Mel exists. Ian again. Sargula. Okay, you know what's interesting about this is it's Sargula with a not even maxed out veracity. It just goes to show you, like, you don't need it to be maxed. Some of these to be maxed out. Just, if you're willing to grind and if you are skilled in Strife, you can do things like that. And let's see, Sargula. But Sargula got knocked down, dude. Sargula got knocked down. All the top players. Another Aramis. Aramis. Wow, 19. And there's Neria. Okay, so we finally found Neria. So 19th on the ladder is Neria. Their build, it's similar to mine that I played yesterday. So you can kind of see how it works. It's basically Lunaires on a Neria with hammer, and everything else is whatever. They have Patros. I disagree with this because, like, Patros is not going to come online in time to get that first wave burst damage out on Neria. But listen, it's whatever. It's everybody has their own. And you know what? They're number 19, so who am I to say, right? A Mel. So we have 2 Mels in the meta, and Aramis. So Aramis just represents a huge percentage. Ian. Blah, 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 blah. Look at this guy. A completely unfinished. Like, is it? No, it's never mind. It's actually not bad. We got a Chung Ah. Chung Ah is which one was that? 23. Chung Ah at 23, guys. So like Chung Ah can work if you believe. Chung Ah with Lunaires and Elizabeth's. Interesting. So it's Void Chung Ah with Elizabeth's, dudes. I'm super excited to see that. Good for them. 24. Bellina Priya combo, guys. One of my absolute favorites, and I'm really surprised to see Lunaire because typically you see Bellina with not with Lunaire but with Sirion. So this is really interesting, and I wonder who. What's also funny is Central Region's Greatsword is on Priya, so that's really interesting. It's like super interesting. That was 24, right? Yeah, okay, 24, 25. Let's see, Mel. So it's our 4th Mel that we've seen. 26. Okay, Aramis. Yeah, so Aramis is there. Got another Mel, and you'll see like, guys, there's a theme here. It's Mara, you know, Lunaire, Tay-san, like, it's the same lineup over and over and over again. 28. First of all, let's just enjoy this. The guy's name is Skippity Toilet. It's hysterical. And it's a Priya Ian build. Really like that. Good for them. And like a Aramis, people are playing her with Axe. Maybe it's good on maybe it's good on Aramis. Like, I don't know. You know what? I haven't played this character with the set that came out with her, so who the hell knows? I think I have so much frustration with Awesome Piece and the fact that they build heroes that force you to have their legacies that makes me not want to even try to use them. But you know, these people don't seem to have the same emotional problems that I do. What's also weird is that these characters like don't have legacies on them. Like, how? So this might not be their actual... Okay, so, like, what's misleading about this is this might be, like, something they're playing outside of Strife. So you have to kind of assume that if they're only ever playing Strife, then that's their lineup. Like me, this is definitely a Strife lineup. So Ian, Priya, everybody, same cast of characters, Patros. So these are all meta. 30, let's go to 31. Aramis. And there was a comment that, Ian, there was a comment that King Nam made where it's like, he had said that Strife is no skill. It's just a, can you keep grinding? And what he means by that, what is this? A Zhaobai? Gidnil Daniel? Very freaking spicy, dude. What is this guy? He's number 34 Goob? Holy crap. This, I would... Okay, listen. Let me finish my point I was making. If you were running just Aramis, Aramis is so OP that, yeah, it's basically just a grind. You could just keep playing and winning, playing and winning, playing and winning. And if you know... Listen, Strife does require some skill, but once you get the patterns down, you could sleep through it. But you know who's having a very different experience in Strife? Who's not sleeping? This guy. This guy is playing Zhaobai carry Daniel Gidnil with Elizabeth. I have to say, so much respect. So much respect. If this is really who he's playing in Strife. If this is really who he's playing in Strife. And I have to assume maybe it is. Maybe not. But if he is, I would have a lot of respect. It could be that this is what he was screwing around with, and it's annoying how this works. You can't really tell what someone's team is. This feels like it shouldn't work though. There's not even a legacy on Zhaobai, so maybe not. King, obviously. Axon Mel. This is your standard run of the mill meta Strife build. Like, this is definitely like standard meta. I mean, you know, this here, yeah, it's just 100% standard. It's good. It's good. There's a reason why it's good. 36. Well, who do we see here? Aramis. 37. Okay, this is our second Neria. So it's actually very similar to the build that I showed in my last video, except I wasn't using Patros. They were doing mono here. So I don't know if I agree with mono, but if that's what you got, that's what you got. Also, there's no legacy on mono, so I'm not sure. You'd have to really freaking grind to make this work. 38. Kanak, yeah, Kanak can do it. I've showed, I've played a couple Kanak builds and showed that it's totally possible. Kanak could totally do it. You would have to do a lot of attack speed. Again, I'm not sure if this is their Strife build because I see flag on Kanak, which is not what you would typically do for Strife. 40 Ian build. This is definitely a Strife build. And okay, another Aramis. 43. Aramis, 44. Aramis, 45. Mel. Alright, so Aramis is top in the meta. Bellina by herself. Bellina no co-carry. Very strong, dudes. And this is a budget Bellina. You see they're using dagger instead of book. And this guy is what, 45? No, 46. So totally possible to climb without the end game legacy. I mean, this Sacramentum is this is a lot of the damage. So I'm curious to see what 3 or 4 Lunaires on a Bellina can do. Probably a lot. Probably a significant amount of damage, especially if you go all attack speed here. 47 and 48 Aramis. And 48 is pay to win Aramis. Maxed out legacies. This is your pay to win Aramis for sure. This guy spends money on this game and has spent money recently. And not only spends money, but spends money and is only at 48. 49 Chung Ah, respect. This is actually, I think, the same build I played the other day. 50. Am I missing the carry? Is the carry Ray? Oh man, good for you, dude. I think I played Ray a week and a half ago with this same kind of build. It's weird that they would choose the Mighty Block build on Ray. I would love to watch this guy run this and see what it is that they're doing. Good for them, though. I like this build a lot. Ray has some problems with her damage, and if you're only using Serum, I don't know how. You're having some serious underpowered damage with Ray. But, if Head-On is buying you enough time with stuns, Ray could be good. Ray's using Explosive Puppet, so maybe. Yeah. I do also respect the Central Region's Greatsword on a sock. Super good. Alright. That was 50. Okay, we're at 51. Let's see. Okay, this is your typical Aramis build with the pay-to-win legacy on this character. This is really strong. This is such a strong combination on Aramis. And they're using not the MP version, but the attack speed version on Serum, which is interesting because I guess they're relying on the MP coming from Petros here, MP scaling. So interesting. 54 Mel. So Mel does exist, still part of the meta, not a huge part, but still part of the meta. Oh, and an Aramis. All right, 56 Ian. I think I've seen more Ians than Mels. Oh man, there's no way this is not their build. This can't be their build for yeah, this is not their build because look at these level 1s, guys. I'm not even gonna talk about that. 58. Is this guy playing Draco? I really don't think that this is real. I play Draco for funsies, man, but we all know that Draco can't do any damage. There's no fucking way. I love seeing Drum on the healer guy, Alberon. I love seeing Drum here. I mean, the pieces are nice, but I don't think this is their build. Like I said, not always is it going to be their build. This is what I'm talking about. I think when you go to my profile, for example, it shows Neria, right? But this is the very last thing that I played. So if I played around with, or I think it's the first slot. It's only what's in the first slot. So if I select slot 2, does it change my? Yeah, look, it's the most recent thing that you played. So if somebody clicked on my face, they would think I'm playing this, and this is not what I'm playing, right? So What you have to do when you're doing like meta spying stuff is you have to be like, all right, does that look like it's a Strife build? And then you kind of have to kind of go from them there. So sometimes I got really amused by Heavy Goob, but this probably isn't his Strife build because there's pieces missing from it. This is probably just like a half-finished thought or something that he just happened to click on to get there. So there's no way he's using that. 53, Bellina. Yeah, this is unfinished, so we're not going to even acknowledge it. 54, Mel. This could be a real build for sure. If you're, yeah, this could be a real build. So that's another Mel. 55, Aramis. 56, Ian. 57. I'm just looking for some jank, guys. It would be funny if this was real, but I don't think it is. 58. Draco. Again, oh yeah, we already saw these. So we were at 60. Aramis. 61. Sargula. Okay, so Sargula's meta has fallen. I think I've seen more Ians than Sargula, and here's my 2 cents on it. It's too fucking hard to play because it's annoying to play. She has that sacrifice paths on either run, and then also Demise right here. He's playing Demise. Demise turns off the MP on your own heroes. Like, let's go look at that real quick. I'm just gonna side quest, make fun of Sargula, right? Here's Demise. If Sargula is the highest tier hero ally in the battlefield, she prevents MP recovery of all units. All units, okay? So you pick Demise. You pick Demise because Void Ritual is a pain in the ass to deal with. Because but from a positioning perspective. And it's also like a silver investment that you have to constantly manage. Like you don't want to put like a 2-star, or 3-star, or 5-star, or 6-star by accident. And you're using the auto upgrade flag all the time. So this is just a nightmare. So you play Demise, but then the rest of your team gets also demised. So what am I doing? What were we doing? We were looking at ranking. So I was at 60, right? I was at 60 or something. Top 100. 60. Yeah, Aramis. 61. Sargula with Demise is where we were. Okay, so Sargula would turn off MP on all these characters. So now, does that really matter? The answer is probably not, because Sargula is doing all your damage anyway. And Lunaire should already be online about time it happens. So, it kind of is what it is on this case. So Sargula she'll mess things up, man. As long as you can get mighty blocks and keep your Sargulas in line. Sargulas, your Lunaire's online. So let's keep going. 62. Aramis. 63. Alright, Mel's still here. It's your typical Mel build. 64. Bellina Shelda, dudes! Man. Heart shape emoji on this guy. I love this build. Good for you. I love the use of a gate on Shelda. I love Shelda with this legacy. Bellina with the axe is solid. Guys, I love this build. 10 points. And I love that I'm seeing this build climb. Very, very cool. 65. Sargula with Void. This guy loves to hate the game. Good for you, good sir. 66. Another Bellina build. Yes. And this is a fantastic one. And look, Lunaire's not even fully powered up. And they're still able to climb. So it goes to show you, as long as you're willing to grind, you can get it done. 67. Kanak build with, I think this is his real build. We can just dream. 68. Sargula with the Void. You notice that the Sargulas are kind of at the bottom here. Ian. I also noticed that Bellina's at the bottom. Don't talk to me about that. Is this who I think it is? Interesting. So this is a Kanak build, and I'm confused as to why this exists. 2 Central Regions Greatswords? I guess it's a meme? I don't know. I don't know. Is he good as a tank? So this gotta be his tank. Let's look at the tank. Okay, so Baldir has been like off my radar for about a year. As a tank, are you good? Nature's Fury form with 250% higher HP. HP, I don't know what the HP is because he's level 1. I don't know. I guess it's the bear? Unless I'm confusing that. Unless I'm confusing that with somebody else. Interesting, for sure. Let's keep going. I click on the wrong things by accident. Well, this also by accident. We were down in like the 70s. I think we're like here. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what they were kind of drugs they're on, but you know, we're all new at some point. Aramis. 72. Let's see. Yeah, another Kanak. So it's like our 5th Kanak I think we've seen. Kanak can do it, man. Kanak gets hard countered. Bellina is a force to be reckoned with. And also, Bellina with Magic Shield is strong. Super strong. Super good. And Tony Walker. I played against this guy a lot. What are you doing these days? Oh, man. Look at you. Playing the Mara one heart situation with Priya as your backup. And so like here I'm gonna go back. King Knob put Priya in D tier. And I've seen some Priyas in this meta list. I'm just throwing it out there, man. I'm throwing it out there. Hard disagree on that. Bellina, this is my build, buddies. This is my build. I love it. Maybe I'm influencing with my Bellina love. Okay, so there is a combination here, Mel. This is like what you would see typically. This used to be the dominant build. It used to be the dominant build. 79. All right. This is so interesting that I kind of find it hard to believe that this is the build. So Bellina support Aramis carry with an Esthia? With, I guess they're trying to give Esthia a ton of attack to pump attack into Aramis. I don't know what Ivy's doing here. Ivy would benefit from more stuff? I don't know. I don't know what's happening here. I'm confused. I mean, obviously they're making it work. 80. Another Mel's good. This is budget. This is total budget build except for this right here. If you put all your coins into this, it's super important. Like, you can literally run this and put all your coins into this. It's going to be pretty good. 81. This is not a real build. 82. Not a real build. 83. Aramis. What you would typically see. Okay, wait a minute. You are probably playing Void, Aramis, and you put Mighty Blocks on your Mara? Unless you're not playing Void and you want your Mara to Battlefield Disrupt instead? That's kind of interesting. Oh, Expose Weakness. You're not playing Void. You're playing Expose. There are better ways to expose weakness, but it's hysterical that this was the play you've made. I'll take it. Good for you, man. I see there's a lot of different ways to accomplish the same thing. Okay, this is not the Strife build. This certainly is. This is a Priya mixed with Aramis. Good build. 88. This is not their build. There's no way it is. If it is, good for them, dude. Ophelia? Okay. I mean, if it is, man, good for them. Maybe they're newish. Alright. Joel is here. Priya is here. I guess Priya's the carry? Okay. No comment. I'm not gonna hate on other people's games, dude. Okay, Ian meta build, for sure. 91. This can't be the right build. 92. Okay, so your typical Mel with this guy, with Elizabeth here. I appreciate seeing Elizabeth. Now, what you're gonna notice is Elizabeth is it's not like Elizabeth is super popular, but you saw a lot of Elizabeth so far, man. She is better than we all think she is. Okay, yeah. So interesting, and we're gonna get more and more jank as we get lower on the list. This is an Ian build, so Mel Sargula with the void blocks, which is super annoying. And we finalized the bottom of this with what appears to be a Kanak build, but I don't believe this is their build because I don't see any legacies on there. So, guys, this is kind of a meta test video, I guess. And so I'm just gonna go with a couple of thoughts. Let's bring this up. This is not for you guys. This is not for you guys. So let's go from, in terms of meta, plus a lot. In terms of meta, Aramis, right? Mel, Ian, Sargula, Bellina, and then Kanak is under Bellina. This is what I have seen. And my estimate is Aramis is about, I would say, 75%. Mel is probably like 8%. Hopefully this all adds up to 100%. Ian is probably 8%. Let's drop this to 70 so I have more room. I think this is about right. I think it's about right, guys. We gotta do it. Sargula is about 6%. And Bellina is, I think I saw 4 total. So let's call her 4%. And no, I saw like 6 total. And Kanak is probably like 3%. So let's just do some quick math. Does that equal 100, man? I think it does. 70 plus 8 plus 8 plus 6 plus 4 plus 3. Boom, I'm actually off by 1. So I'm going to give the point to Sargula. This is the current Strife meta. And, yeah, so, oh, wait. Let's do, let's take 1% from Sargula, because it really isn't 7%. And we're gonna go Chung Ah, 1%. I saw 3 Chungas. I saw 3 Chunga builds. Alright, this is the meta, guys. This is the meta. This is my approximate meta. So I'll upload this so you guys can see what my feedback on the current state of Strife. Aramis is oppressive, and so couple thoughts. Now let's get rid of this. Couple of thoughts. I actually was I was one of the first Aramis players, way back when. I made a video like months ago. He is really good at the first 18 rounds. And then it's like the boss fights at the end are really hard for him. He doesn't put out like boss fight damage to the same level as Sargula and Mel, but he's so consistently good in the early rounds, and he allows for a lot of mistakes and bad rolls that there's a consistency with Aramis. Damage potential, like Bellina, Sargula, and Mel and Ian beat Aramis in like sheer damage. But consistency, you don't really need a tier 6 Aramis to... You can ride on a tier 4 Aramis for quite a while. You can really just... You can get to, like... You can get pretty far with that. And also, Aramis just really needs one Sirion. You don't need to do the Lunaire game on him, so that means that you can have like 2 or 3 Aramises and 2 or 3 Sirions, and it's pretty strong. So the Lunaire game isn't really that necessary. He's good on teleport pad, so he's strong on teleport pad if you wanted to do that. And he has a lot of range. A lot of range issues get solved, so that's a reason why people like Aramis so much. And it's also very, very freaking high damage, like freakishly high damage. So anyway, that's my 2 cents on the meta. I hope you enjoyed this, maybe, possibly, and I'll see you in the next one.